everybody. Welcome back to Two Dudes in a Room.
Two
Dudes in a Room.
Two dudes in a room with a special guest star. You all right?
Yeah.
What's the matter? Not a fan of the name?
It's just funny.
What? The two dudes in a room?
Plus
What's wrong with it?
Sydney.
Plus Sydney.
Plus Sydney.
Our special
Honest.
guest, Sydney.
Yeah.
My, for the record, my sister. So, just so everyone is well aware of the situation we got going here.
I have no sisters, so mine will not be on the show.
That's
eventually.
true.
I have no brothers either. I was
Sad.
that song. One is the loneliest number. That was about me. That was.
Yeah.
It was
You're
that
just
song was
special,
written about
Cordo.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So,
in more than one way.
hey, you said it, not me.
Yeah.
So, what do we got for today?
Well, okay. So today at NDSU is move-in day. It's move-in
is.
weekend, I should
Yeah.
say, and we're gonna share some horror stories.
Some horror stories of moving in?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't remember how bad move-in day was?
Well, I remember it was chaotic, yeah.
It was 98 degrees our first move-in day.
That's true. It was not very. It was kind of like when we moved into our apartment, though. It was
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, but
No air conditioning.
You didn't live on the 8th floor of your building.
That's fair.
One of your elevators didn't break down. Mine did.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know it broke
Yeah,
down.
one of
That's
the
pretty cool.
elevators broke down, so it took twice as long to get people up those stairs.
Oh, okay.
We would
yeah.
also just like grab armfuls of stuff and just walk up 8 flights of stairs.
Get the full experience there. Of
Not to do cardio that day. It was
there
great.
you go.
There you go.
So, wow, that was creepy. We're related. My goal of of this podcast is to try and say exactly as least times as possible.
Okay.
Because I listened back and I say exactly a lot, and
You do
yeah.
say that a lot.
See, and I-
It's a family thing, I guess.
It probably.
Do I say it?
I don't know. That we'll find
You
out
do-
after
yeah.
this.
Oh,
Exactly.
I'll probably listen back to
We'll
it.
see, yeah.
Your face is so red right
I
now.
know.
I don't know if
My
you're embarrassed
eyes.
or
No,
like.
I don't know.
Do you feel trapped inside this room?
Yeah, it's,
This little 5x5 room we got going on here.
Yeah.
This closet,
This-
basically.
Yeah.
no, the walls look like something I would like sleep on, like one of those.
Like a foam mattress.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a comforter,
People
really.
at home know exactly what this is, and they're like, "You idiots! It's called blah blah blah."
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's called soundproofing.
All of Sid's friends know what it is.
yes.
All your
Exactly.
Snapchat friends will know about it.
230.
230.
Yeah, so Snapchat it up. Hit us up with two dudes in a room.
Yeah.
Come on, this is great material to put in.
Yeah.
Self promotion.
Self-promotion. So, all right, horror stories. I mean,
What was it? Because I moved in early. I've moved in early every single time I've moved in, but I've helped other people move in. You did not move in early your freshman year.
no,
You
I
did your
didn't.
second year in RA.
Yeah, yep. So I help people move in from there, which isn't too hard, really. You just throw paperwork in their face and say, "Go for it." And that's about it.
You weren't actually part of move-in crew?
No,
Like-
I never did it.
Okay, like
So-
I was actually part of move-in crew freshman year, and
That's
like,
where you help everyone.
yeah, you
Yeah.
help people move in, and it's hell.
Yeah, pretty much.
If I had to imagine, like, if hell was personalized to each person, that's mine.
That's nice.
The worst part is that's volunteering work too. It's not like
Yeah,
you
we're
get
not
paid to
getting
do
paid.
it. No. Yeah.
That's pretty much because you're like you sign up for this program, and they're
You're
like,
like-
oh, you get to move in a week early, you get to go to all this cool stuff. Now, in return, you're gonna help 600 kids move into a building
Yeah.
You did
on
a
the
good
hottest
deed.
day
You did
of
a
the
good
year.
deed.
I got to go to a Red Hawks game after, so that was kind of
Oh,
cool.
okay, that's kind of fun.
Yeah,
I still haven't been to one, so
you've been living here for 4 years.
yeah, I know.
The season is almost over.
I know, and I think no, he wasn't. That's where they hold their baseball games, right? The stadium there.
Yeah, the
Like
stadium right by campus, the
Yeah.
Newman Outdoor Field.
right, and like my roommate was on the team. I just never.
He was on the Red Hawks.
No, not
He was on the NDSU.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I've never been there. I don't know. It looks nice.
It is super nice.
So, except if you want to get heat stroke, it's probably a good place to go.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
it's
too bad.
outdoors.
Yeah, which
Okay.
I think is the way baseball should be played.
Yes, agreed.
Come
think-
on, stadiums.
All
I've-
sports should be held outside
Yeah,
because that's
Twin-
how they were started.
No, I
The
don't think I've
Twins are
ever
outside.
seen. I don't think I've ever seen like an inside.
Oh,
baseball
well, like
game.
the Metrodome was. That's when I was a kid. That was where they played baseball. So
Oh.
that was inside, and it was kind of lame.
Back in my day.
Back in my, yeah, I'm already getting to that point now.
What are you, like 4 years older than she is?
Yep, exactly. You got it.
Pretty much.
So, I don't know. I really don't have any.
Any horror stories?
Not really. No, it is pretty
I've been
smooth sailing.
told moving day is very fun.
It depends on what's like moving day for a. If you're the one moving in, that's fine. If
Yeah.
you're just moving your stuff in,
If you're helping people out, it's
yeah,
not as fun.
yeah. Like if and I'm getting my college room ready for the year and blah blah blah. That's kind of fun. Like setting up the coming year is kind of cool, but helping people set up the coming year is not fun.
No,
I would not do that again as long as I live.
no one's ever asked you to. I don't think. They're
Not,
like, oh, Corda, we miss you moving stuff in with us.
I mean, I did have friends sophomore year that were like, "Want to help us move in?"
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they knew I was there early, and I was like, "No, I'm an RA. I have my own stuff to do."
Oh, okay. I see. All right. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
It's.
Moving on to movies.
I mean,
Since-
we haven't watched a movie.
we haven't, but let's see if Sid's seen any good movies recently. Do you go to the movie theater?
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
okay.
watched Kidnapped the other day.
Kidnapped.
Is
So
that with
good.
Halle Berry?
Mm,
No.
I don't
I'm
know.
not good with names.
Okay.
Have you
You
seen?
need a
Have
picture?
you seen The Call?
The Call.
No.
Oops, it's the same girl from there.
I,
And it's like, but it's really scary because I babysit like little
Is that-
kids, and that's like who got kidnapped. And I was like,
Was the
all right,
babysitter?
Sydney.
is this a
No, it
new
was, like,
movie
The mom.
that just came out?
Oh.
Yeah,
It just came out.
yeah.
Okay, well the
It's-
one I'm looking at is 2010. So
It's,
27.
wait, it's in theaters right now?
yeah, it's
It
Halle
should
Berry.
be, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
there
Halle
you go.
Berry.
Don't know names.
Oh, okay.
So.
Wait,
She's
what-
also in The Call. The Call's a really good movie too.
She's also Storm in the X-Men movies.
That's,
She was in that great Catman,
Catwoman.
Catman.
Catwoman movie. That phenomenal Catwoman.
Oh,
movie,
yeah.
You know,
Yep.
we all look back to it as the pinnacle of superhero movies.
I don't think she's been exposed to.
you haven't seen Catwoman.
No.
Save yourself. Don't do it. Like last week, we talked about how bad number 23 was,
Yeah.
and how people need to go to watch it to like experience our pain. Don't do it.
Oh, now you
Don't.
don't like it anymore?
No, number 23. You go watch that, yes, but do not watch Catwoman. Whatever you do.
Is it? I think it's one of those things that you have to see though, because it's so bad. We talked about that last week. How
We-
it's so bad you have to see it.
Yeah. No,
But-
I agree. In some movies.
But I expected more from the number 23, yes, because it was Jim Carrey. But this is Catwoman, one of the best anti-heroes in comic book history, and yeah, she's gonna get this really shit movie.
Really?
That
Well, yeah.
It's the first time that a woman has been the main character in a comic book movie, and she's so badass. And it's a movie about a corporation that sells cosmetics. That if you stop using their cosmetics, you get really disfigured in the face, and she
Yeah.
has to stop that evil corporation. The first superhero woman movie is about cosmetics.
Yeah, they weren't too I don't know, sensitive to.
They dropped the ball. That's
Yeah,
what they did.
just
They
well,
dropped
I
the
mean,
ball.
yeah, that's correct. That's about right. I'd say. I don't know.
I will admit that she's pretty hot in that movie. So
Well,
she's got that.
is that what's important, Cordell? That's
Catwoman
exactly.
is meant to be hot. Yes.
That's
The-
true.
The
But
only reason that I really liked Batman, Dark Knight Rises, is Catwoman was Catman,
Kevin.
Cordell, this is the what is it? The
Oedipus.
Oedipus.
No,
Sis-
that's Freud. That's be a Freudian slip.
Oh, it'd be a Freudian
and
slip?
Oedipus is like you want
Oh,
to
marry
F your mom.
Yeah, F your mom and kill your dad. You haven't heard of that one?
No.
Really?
No.
Wow, take a
You ever heard of the
psychology
Oedipus
class.
complex.
It's in every psychology class.
Yikes.
It's I could be wrong, but it's a theory that like all men want to their mom.
They want to have sex with their mom and
Because,
then
like,
kill their dad.
I don't know about the kill the dad part.
I think it is. I remember that distinctly because I'm like,
okay,
that
I just-
sounds.
I just know it's the.
For sure, it's the F your mom, but I'm not sure about.
This took a turn.
Yeah.
Well,
Catwoman now.
now we're getting into.
No, it's Catman.
It's.
Oh yeah, Catman.
Thank
There's
you.
Sorry.
probably a Catman.
Maybe.
It exists. I gotta believe it exists.
Another movie I really want to see is Despicable Me 3.
Really?
So
Wait,
I
are you
still
being
haven't seen
serious?
yes, I'm so serious.
Some people like Minions. I don't get it.
I don't
get
get
the
it.
appeal.
You guys both don't like Minions?
Mm,
I think they had their appeal for a while. Like
I'm
it was like,
hurt.
oh, these things are kind of cute, blah blah blah. They're like the nice, cute little minion thing. And then there was 4 movies that they were in. And
Yeah.
you're like, okay, they're the same thing every
They
single
speak
time.
Spanish, so that helps me.
Is it Spanish?
Yeah,
Is-
I feel-
sometimes. No.
No, yeah.
Some of it is.
Oh,
or else
some of the words
it's
are?
like just gibberish.
Yeah, they
but-
actually made a whole language for minions.
Yeah.
Really?
The whole
Wow.
thing, yeah.
I mean, there should be. Do you think they do a college class on that? I would actually take that. That'd be
There is-
interesting.
There's a college class on the I don't know if it's like psychology or the science of Batman. I think it's what it's called.
Really?
There's one university that has the science of Batman, and I think it's a PE class.
What?
Like
So it's a physical class?
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like you do the workout that Batman does.
Oh.
I haven't done any research on it. I just know that it's a class that exists at one university.
Wow. So but they don't get into like the.
Like grappling hooks and
well-
shark repellent. No, that's not a thing.
I mean that, and also like the study of like the movies and like the
Oh, no.
comic books. No, it's
No,
like the
it's-
physical part.
I-
I pictured like
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
that's what
like,
I did too.
I think it's I'm pretty sure it's a PE class. And side note, if the average person did Batman's workout, they would die.
Really?
They would die.
What do they do? A lot of burpees or something?
No, he does extreme weightlifting.
Oh, okay.
His workout is super intense. Dude can fight Superman.
Yeah.
Granted, he's like in an Iron Man suit.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
which one came first, Iron Man or Batman? I'm pretty sure Batman.
Batman.
So,
I'm pretty sure.
But,
You're asking
but
the
which
wrong
came first,
person.
Iron Man or Batman's like that suit that he wore in Batman v Superman, like his kind of thing he does where he,
Wait.
he puts on like that cool suit.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Between that and Iron Man?
yeah, but like,
Like-
I'm sure that came out prior. Like that's probably an '80s thing.
Uh,
I haven't done my research. People right now are like,
I-
"Whoa, what are you talking about?"
Yeah, Sid's friends are like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah,
That's-
Sid's
they
friends.
totally, yeah.
And we need to tailor this
Just,
this podcast to those people.
Well, yeah. Originally, our audience name, which still could be our audience name, was Mom.
Yeah, Mom.
Yeah. So like because everyone has like their like
Yeah.
group name, so ours is Mom for some reason.
Alright.
I don't know how it came up, to be honest. It was something along the lines of we were just referencing our moms, and then we're like, oh, let's call our
We have to
audience
go back-
Mom.
We have to go back and re-listen to those
Yeah.
the podcast.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I know,
Mom.
right? We're funny
So editing is probably the worst part of these,
Mhm.
like hands down.
when it comes to any kind of content. That's really
Very true.
Yeah.
So you want to do our editing for us?
No,
What?
I'll
Why not?
pass.
Isn't that why you're here?
I bet-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I bet you we're gonna like record an hour and a half worth of stuff and get it down to like 45 minutes of good content.
Yeah, sounds about right
And
actually.
it's gonna take us 2 hours to get it edited.
To
down
edit
that
it, yeah.
part.
So
And
yeah.
There are some professional creators right now like, dude, yesterday I shot 15 hours worth of content and put it into a 1 hour podcast.
Well, they have people to do that for them. We
I
don't.
mean-
we're on a budget.
We are on a budget and a time crunch.
Yeah. But hey, Sid, you're our very first guest on the show.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah.
Lit.
Yeah.
Lit is.
You can't see me, but I'm totally dabbing right
Oh
now.
no.
Oh, no. What did you do?
No. I didn't do it.
Remind me later.
Adobe Flash decided to work its way into our podcast. Oh no, did we lose all of that? Oh no, we're good.
Is it still recording
Yeah,
though?
still
We're
recording.
going.
Here's the thing: the second one that we recorded when we were uploading the old one,
Yep.
it actually cut out somewhere, and I don't because I knew there was longer than that, but I'm like, did it abruptly end? And I couldn't figure out why. Because we signed off on the second one, right?
Yeah,
And we didn't sign out on the when I listened to it.
it didn't have like a natural end to it either.
No, it just cut out in the middle. Of,
Really?
like, yeah. And I was like,
That's
oh,
weird.
okay.
Maybe
So-
we should start shooting these in like 30-minute segments and like just putting them out as part 1, part 2, part 3, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we could do that. Sounds about right. I mean, for this one, I think.
That's what
Wouldn't
probably
that
we're
be
gonna do.
easier for like editing purposes?
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
It's because like you could grab one, I could grab one, and
yeah.
we could
Tag
Oh,
team 'em.
yeah.
Yeah, make it
That's
way
smart.
easier.
That's true. So for sure this one we're gonna tag team because I don't know if our parents are in the studio as well, and I know for sure Dad. I think he wants to try it. He looks like he wants to at least give it a go.
Yeah.
Mom is kind of. She
Uh,
might say hi and then
Mom
leave.
Yeah.
needs to get in here because I want all the dirt on Zach.
We don't need any of that.
Do you have any dirt on Zach that you can share right now? I need blackmail material.
I don't think I have. I
don't have much dirt.
Yeah,
I don't
sorry.
Think, yeah.
I didn't really.
be
I was a good boy for a while. So
Yeah, now
at
it
least for
is.
4 years that I was. No, it would have been. I mean, let's see. Because I don't know. It would have been like. When was like my bad phase? I didn't really have a bad phase because I was always out with friends.
Zach the bad
Yeah.
boy.
The bad boy. Yeah. No, I was just a douche. We've established this already.
You're currently wearing skinny jeans.
Yeah. And like I had a
Yeah,
beanie in
yeah,
college and
yeah.
a longboard
Well,
and
you still have both of those things.
hey, I don't. Yeah.
So you're.
I saw you wear the beanie just the other week.
What
You
can I
wore
say?
it? You wore it the other. What was
Something-
that? What was that hat you always wear?
The gray one, the stocking cap.
No.
Black one?
No.
It's not a beanie.
No.
Your mind is going blank. Are you gonna swear? I don't know what you're trying to go for. Fedora.
Yeah.
There you go. I did own
You
a fedora.
wore a fedora? What?
You didn't
Uh-oh.
know that?
Yeah.
I
Oh
thought
my
you were in life at that time. What the hell?
I don't remember that at all.
Really? Yeah.
Did you wear that in college?
Yeah, I did
You're-
actually.
How did
It
I
was your
not-
first year, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I know. You see, you missed the good
I
part.
need to go back and I
Facebook.
can vaguely remember this. Just vaguely.
I think I have actually like 2 or 3. Now that I think about it.
I need to go back to your Facebook
Beautiful
feed.
phase.
It was
It
what?
was a phase.
It was a phase for sure. I thought they were cool, and some people don't think they are, but I think they're
I
okay.
think they're
I think there's a
cool.
stigma
Ish.
behind
There
it.
is, yeah.
Because there's a certain type of guy that we usually see wearing a fedora.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp does wear fedoras.
Yep.
Okay, so technically, what we consider fedoras right now aren't technically fedoras. Fedora is what Indiana Jones wore. He had that
Oh,
hat with the big brim.
yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
different name for what people now call fedoras.
Really?
I-
Okay.
I'm pretty sure about this.
Like the ones currently now, or just the short brim ones?
The short brims with the
The
when I think of
ribbon?
Robin Hood looking guys
Yeah.
with the it flips up in the back like that and then comes back around.
Right. Right.
Those ones made by Dickies.
You had 3?
Do you have a white one?
2 or 3.
You have like I just know the tan
It's the
one.
blue one, the tan one,
Oh.
and the. It's
Do you
like
have
a.
them with you right now, or are they at?
Not with me. They might be in the apartment. Oh, I don't know where they are
I
actually.
didn't see
They're
them when
probably
we
in
were
your
packing up.
closet.
Yeah,
So
they must be at the house.
I totally would have called you out on that had I seen them.
So
We were
there's.
packing up. I
there's
just
the-
would have walked in. What is this?
What is this?
I wanted a divorce.
We are no longer roommates.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, and then what's the last one? It's like the one that people wear when it's sunny out, like the
Sun hat?
yeah, it's like a sun hat material. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Oh.
like a wicker, or
Yeah.
like a basket
Yeah.
material.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so those, I think the tan one and the wicker one, the closer you get to the beach, those become more acceptable.
I mean, yeah, that's with a lot of hats though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think like trucker hats get more acceptable the more. But see, if you rock a trucker hat, go for it. Like I know a dude who he rocks the mullet, the trucker hat, the whole 9 yards,
Yeah.
and he rocks it. He has steps put into his like into his temple, like where they cut
Oh yeah.
they cut the hair down to the skull and then they leave a little bit, cut the hair
Yep.
down to the skull and like leave like steps or like
Yep.
a ladder
Yep.
inside of his head.
I know what you're talking about.
If you're listening, it's gross.
Not a fan.
People walk the other way when they see you coming, but he thinks he looks good. And that's all this world's about. Live it the way you want to.
Yeah, I mean, like we talked about last week, it was what did I say? If you work with what you got, kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you want to rock it, go for it.
Yeah, like I think we're talking about tattoos or like piercings or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, it was. If you can rock it, go for it.
I mean, I'll judge, but you know.
I won't verbally judge. I'm not gonna like judge you to your face. I'm gonna go
No,
home
not to
and
your
judge
face.
you like a decent person.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. You don't want to do it.
I'm gonna
straight
go
to
on
the
a
face.
podcast
And-
one
yeah,
day and
and
talk
then-
shit about you.
Exactly. Yeah. Who would have thunk? Do you think there's anyone that like in the street we've accidentally passed that's like super famous? I think about that all the time.
Oh
Or
my gosh.
it is super famous or is going to be super famous. Like one
It
day.
could be either way. Either way.
I've definitely passed famous people, but
Really?
like I swear I have.
That's good.
because-
Have you like met any famous people? Like
No.
Oh, well, that's disappointing.
I know.
Great story, Sid.
yeah.
Yeah.
Really contributing to this podcast here.
I don't think
Love
I've
it.
ever like passed anybody that's like famous to the extent that like I would know them.
Oh yeah,
If I heard the name, I'd be like, oh, or I know what this person was in.
yeah.
What my fear is I'm gonna see someone and I'm gonna like just like forget their name, but I like know they're famous, like from like a TV show or something, and I'm gonna like forget their name. Or
She's gonna
something.
see like Steve Buscemi on,
Yeah.
on the street. And be like,
Yeah,
who are you?
yeah, or like Bo Burnham, and you're like, oh shoot, what's his name?
Yes.
Yeah,
You actually like Bo Burnham, so that'd be weird.
yeah. There you go. I like Bo Burnham.
I do too.
He's not doing stand up anymore, which is kind of
Really? What is
Yep.
he doing?
He wants to do more directing, I think, is what he said.
Like indie films, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think so. More,
Sad.
yeah.
Drama or comedy? Do you think? Because I would definitely watch an indie comedy film made by him.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know if I would watch a serious one, but I don't know. He's
I'd probably like it's the first couple projects that he put out. I'd be like, he's trying to find his footing. I'll definitely go and support that.
yeah. No, yeah, I agree.
But if you
It's
pissed me off enough times, M Night Shyamalan.
eventually.
I'm gonna stop going to you.
Yeah, no, he was just so good at doing stand up though. I was
I
kind of just, I'm like,
know.
oh, I know you don't enjoy doing it, but can you do it for me?
Yeah,
You
because
didn't enjoy doing it?
No, he said he didn't like it.
because it became so much like he used to do it for the fun of it. Like he said that in one of his specials. He loved the fun of doing stand up, but eventually it became corporate, and he was like people were forcing him to do comedy. Like he was contractually obligated to do this thing. Whereas
Sad.
at one point it was just him doing his thing.
No,
And I think if he did movies again, he'd be indie movies. He'd be able to go back and do his thing again.
yeah, and he could write his own music and everything,
Yeah.
and like it'd be,
Uh,
I'd watch it.
See, I don't know if I listen because I don't know if he could do a serious score for
Mm,
when it got to being dramatic. I don't know if
I don't know. I've never seen any of his work, so it's hard to tell.
what do you mean? You've
Like, I've never
his-
seen him in serious stuff.
Oh,
Is
okay.
what I'm saying.
Because he was doing he did a couple movies. He's done a couple movies in the past years or so.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I don't-
I could see him doing stuff with like Lonely Island would be kind of cool. I think
Yeah,
like they're kind of one and the same kind of thing. I
I-
could see that.
yeah, I can kind of see that working out.
So
I'd be down. I'm gonna look him up real quick.
what Bo Burnham's
Yeah.
doing now? I don't know. He's
There
probably
is- Wow, I love his picture on IMDb. It's a really intense picture of him.
oh
in a
nice.
suit.
Yeah, there you
It
go.
looks like he's about to murder a man, and I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah,
Um,
seems like something he would do.
The Big Sick, he was on that. He was CJ on that. I've never seen The Big Sick, so that's
No, sorry.
Key and Peele. There you go. The Kroll Show. Way to go.
Sorry,
And then
nothing.
Parks and Rec.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yep, that's a big one. Hall Pass. He was a bartender in Hall Pass.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I gotta rewatch that one
I
now.
know.
And Funny People. He was in that. Did you see that one? That was.
Is that all about stand up? From what I
It's
remember.
about a guy. It's Adam Sandler is George Simmons, and he's a stand-up guy, and he's like one of the biggest names in comedy. And then he went off and did movies, and he did Adam Sandler-esque comedies, like when he was a
Ooh.
mermaid. Like there, a lot of his older stuff, like in real life. I think this might be his like magnum opus as Adam Sandler, because like back in the day he was like really funny and everyone loved him, and then he started doing sequels and like really less quality work.
Yeah.
And then he finds out he has some kind. I think it's cancer, but it could be some other disease. And he starts going to like clubs, and his comedy's super dark. And then he
Oh.
meets Seth Rogen's character, Ira, and like they form a bond. And he saw Ira on stage, and he sees him in the parking lot. And he's like, "Hey, your set was kind of funny. You mind writing some jokes for me?"
Gotcha.
And,
Okay.
and yeah, and then they
This
just
is a
form this.
movie.
yeah.
This is the
Yeah.
funny people one.
Yeah, and they
Yep.
just like
Oh.
form this bond, and it's super cool. It's a really big cast actually. Adam Sandler, Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, Jason Schwartzman, Aubrey Plaza,
Yeah, those are some serious.
Aziz
like,
Ansari.
yeah, yeah, those are big. Like if you got Kevin Hart in that mix, those are like some of the biggest names in comedy
Yeah.
right now.
Aziz Ansari plays this character. I can't remember his name, but he's like the douchiest comic I've ever heard. He's
What?
like a big douche
On stage or like in real life?
on in the show. In
Oh,
the
okay.
movie. He's like this I can't let me find Randy. His name was Randy. Yes.
That's
And
awesome.
he's always making he's like the one like when Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill's character go to like these improv comedy clubs and just do like a one night like just to do their thing, just to get their names out there. He kills it every single night. He's like the big name at these improv clubs, and yeah, he was a douche.
Yeah.
I have that movie somewhere. I kind of liked that one.
I don't ever
I've
see him in a
never
douche
seen
kind of
that.
role. I guess I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. Yes, that is the same movie where Adam Sandler sits down with Eminem, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
and then Ray Romano is standing over in the corner,
Right.
and he looks at him. He's like, Ray's looking right at Eminem, and he's like, what's going on, Ray? I'm Marshall. Would you like to fuck me? Is that what this is? Weirdest. And every time Eminem plays a comedic role, I lose my mind. I think it's so funny.
He's is he doing anything right now? Is he kind of just chilling,
He's like a
chilling like a villain?
internationally known artist.
So he's
like,
just being himself.
he's just being Eminem.
Yeah.
I mean, his daughter's getting to the age where she's off of college right now. She's our age.
Is she doing anything? Like any movies or
I
anything?
don't think so.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she
She might-
doesn't. She might not have like the whole oh shoot, was it what was why am I blanking on his name? Who is Willow? Will Smith.
Willow Smith.
Yeah. You don't have like that
Who
kind of
had,
thing
like,
happening.
One big song.
Yeah. We won't talk about that. It's
I
kind of
prefer Jaden.
yeah, agreed. Even then he's not like Karate Kid was the only thing he had.
He was in Pursuit of Happiness with.
Oh yeah, that's
He
right.
was with his dad in that one, and he was in Planet Earth with his dad. and
Yeah.
He's kind of piggybacking off his dad's career, which is
I'm-
cool.
I'm shocked.
Like, if your dad is Will Smith, I would use Will Smith.
So
to
I would
climb my way
I
to
would
the top as
promote
well.
this podcast if I was Will Smith. If he was my dad, I'd be like, Dad, give me a shout out at least in one movie.
Please.
Just
Please.
like it plays our podcast
Yeah, dude.
in the movie.
Dude, that'd be
It's like
awesome.
20 minutes for our podcast. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I
Well,
love it.
speaking of improv, Sid, you're going to probably not. Is this your first improv show?
Second.
Second improv show. What is it? One of mine or was it a different one?
No, she was there.
No, yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
you
there
were
at that
there.
one.
It was a show, but was it a show or was it sketch?
That one, I think
It
it
was
was
a show.
that
It
was
was-
a sketch.
That was
Oh,
a sketch
what is
show.
sketch?
They
you
pre-write.
have it-
Yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah,
were in a
yeah.
sketch show.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
do you know what you're expecting from an
No,
improv
is
show?
this the one where you like? I don't know. Tell me what I'm gonna.
Speaking
No,
of which,
it's-
we have an improv show tonight.
Yeah,
yeah.
all
Just context.
all
for
of
everyone
Sid's
else.
listeners and mom. There's a show tonight at 8. Where I don't even know where it is.
Is
I
it
think it's in
Askneys?
Askneys, yeah.
Yeah, Askneys Hall, NDSU.
Yep.
We're probably not gonna get this up in time.
Oh heck no, dude.
But,
We got a couple hours.
Yeah, that's a thing that's happening tonight. It's gonna be a great time, and
I mean, we got
When?
something to talk about.
yeah, this is Sid's second show. It's our first actual. Is it long form or short form tonight?
It's short form because
it?
we all suck in the beginning.
Oh, I got you.
So
Understandable.
it's what go for it.
I prefer short form.
Yeah, me too. Just because it's more gamey. I'm starting to get more in the long form now, just because I'm getting better at making characters and keeping with them and stuff.
I'm seeing a puzzled look coming off of Sid's
What
face.
is
So-
the difference between long
So
and short?
short form is
We gotta
kind
lay
of
some knowledge on your
yeah,
ass.
I know, right? Short form is kind of more game like, and long form is kind of more story like.
Yep.
So in long form, you
Oh.
kind of develop characters, while in
Mm.
short form, it could be like guessing, or it could be just.
So yeah, are they
random
gonna
stuff.
be like, oh, give me a place? and
Oh
then-
yeah, that's with
Can
any
I-
improv show really. With I
nothing
should say
went
all.
to.
Well, that's because that was the sketch show.
Wow.
That doesn't count. So like that one, everything's pre-written, pre-performed. We
Yeah.
practiced it. This one, we have not practiced we practiced the games that are gonna
I was gonna
happen,
say,
but
yeah,
we're not
we
gonna
just-
practice what
What-
happens in the games.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The cast is pretty good. I'm kind of excited about it, but also we're out of practice, so it's gonna be.
Who's gone from like last year that I
Oh,
guess I'm not really
jeez.
good with names. Is there a lot of people gone?
There's a lot of people gone.
Gregor's gone now.
Gregor is gone, which is kinda sad.
I'm gonna miss that man.
BC's gone, which is another big name.
He's gone.
Yeah,
Is he graduated?
He's yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's going
I
for.
thought he had one more year.
No, dude, he's going to Cali after the summer.
Wow.
BC, I already miss you.
I know, right? And we tried to get it. We should. I don't know. Maybe I don't know when he leaves, but we should try and ask him. if
Get
he
on the
can at least-
podcast
yeah.
once before.
Yep.
Just a whole 30-minute segment of him doing voices. That's all we
Seriously, that's
He can
yeah.
do like good impersonations.
Yeah,
need. He does
he's-
like 300 voices.
Yeah, it's pretty
Oh.
crazy.
Really well too. Like some people can like they try to imitate a famous person and they're like, oh, that kind of sounds like no. BC sounds
He's-
spot on.
Yeah, every time it's pretty amazing. Actually, he's got, and that's what he's going to do is do some vocal. What is it?
Like voice work.
Yeah, like for commercials and radio and do all that stuff. Like he worked for Froggy
Mm.
99,
Yes, he did.
and that's a local radio show here.
It's a country radio station.
Yeah, country radio, and I think he was actually Froggy for a little bit. Like he was in a costume, and he would interact with people.
Yes.
That's funny.
And I don't know if he did any DJing on there, if he did vocal stuff or whatever. So
I've seen like Instagram pics of him like in the studio. So I think either
Oh,
he was
okay.
recording the voice of Froggy or like recording all those like commercials you hear, or he actually might have been DJing, which I never heard him on the radio,
no,
like because I listen to. I'm lame. I do listen to country music.
you just split our audience again. Cleo.
Again,
that wasn't me.
Jeez.
But see, I still like it. Though.
Yeah,
But
no,
I'm still lame.
I like it.
Still
It's
lame.
okay. But I don't. You don't know what to expect. Like you've seen Whose Line Is It Anyway?
I love that show.
Yeah, we're not as good as them. Like they're like professionals, and we are nowhere near professional. But like I think it's still funny.
and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
Would have been a bold claim. We're just as good as Who's on It anyway.
If you
Wayne Brady, we're calling you out right now.
yeah, come
Be on our
talk,
podcast.
Be on our podcast. Call us out. Come on, do it. You won't do it. Call our bluff. So yeah, it'll be fun if you liked Whose Line and I don't know, just overall comedy. Like they're pretty good at what they do. There's some like we had a show 2 days ago and it was kind of iffy. Like especially for mine, I wasn't. It was the first time I did something called slideshow where you kind of explain what's going on,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I didn't do too hot at that one, but the other ones I did pretty okay on. So
Slideshow is just a weird thing in general because for those of you, like there's two or three people that are explaining a scene that is happening behind them.
Yep.
And everyone else behind them is doing like an interpretive dance.
Yep. In
And,
slow
like,
motion.
Yeah, in
and-
slow motion, and then they'll just say stop, and then they have to explain whatever's happening behind them as though they're giving a slideshow presentation.
Yeah, so I was one of the presenters, and I was just trying to make something out of nothing, and it wasn't happening.
Grasping at straws on that one.
I was. It
Yeah.
was something along the lines of Chris Pratt gave us a scar, and they called it a weird scar name, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that's the end of that conversation, and then we moved on to that. It was so awkward. They're just like, what?
Why was I not invited to this? I would have. Really...
It was on Thursday.
Was I working?
Maybe. I
I
don't
was
know. It was.
working.
Yeah, it was a lot of RAs and stuff.
grinded in and out of the studio.
It was, yeah, exactly. But there was one where it's Game-O-Matic, where you have to make up a game out of 2 letters, and one of them it was something turtles, And so literally what happened is one person got on the floor on all fours and the other one was standing on top. And it was like a game of chicken. And then they slowly moved towards each other. And then one got pushed off and he raised his hands. And then the audience went crazy. And it was one of the weirdest, like, things I've ever seen. And that's very hard to say because it's kind of like,
We've seen some shit.
Yeah,
in
I
this
know.
Thing in improv.
yeah, exactly. And like, it was like a cult was forming there and now.
What?
Yeah.
Cult of the turtle.
Cult
I'm
of,
sure that's a
of
thing.
the battle turtle.
That's a cult of the battle turtle. That's a new name for our audience. The
Cult-
cult of the battle turtle.
Oh, jeez.
No more
Well,
mom.
No more. I mean, we'll do it. We'll get out there.
We'll slowly go into
Yeah,
the turtle cult.
Turtle cult.
Turtle.
Oyster cult. That's eventually what we're gonna call it. Now we're gonna get sued.
Yeah, there you go. So, have I said exactly yet once, aside from that one time?
I don't know. I haven't. I'm pretty sure.
I've been trying
bring
to
it back.
listen, but
Okay.
I lost all interest in that almost exactly after you said it. I'm sorry.
Cool, awesome. All
I
right.
don't really listen to Cordell, so.
Yeah, no one ever does.
Yeah, like twice now. There's been times where
Yeah.
I've ignored Cordell not on
With the
purpose.
coffee and then
Yeah.
the
What was the other one? I
the
already forgot. It was the
cord,
headphones.
the
Yeah,
headphones.
yeah.
Yeah. Just I say things that are helpful and realistic and would, like I said, helpful in the world that we're living in. And Zach's like, no, I'm not gonna listen to you.
Yeah, no, I drown out all the good stuff that comes into me. That sounded. We might have to edit that one out. We
No,
might
we're
keep that one
keeping
in.
that.
So that
All
was
right,
our
cool. Just
that was
checking.
our interview with Zach's
Yeah.
Sydney, Zach's sister.
I thought it went well.
I think so too.
I mean-
she's little Mike shy.
I
Seems
think.
like your whole family's that way though.
Yeah, which I don't know. It was kind of expected, but also wasn't.
Yeah, I expected your mom to get a little more involved.
Really?
Well, this is the wrong interview for that, but
It's
your sister for sure. I expected a lot to come out of her, but
yeah,
she definitely contributed to the conversation.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
Adam,
when we started talking about actors and stuff, she's like,
yeah,
she
she
didn't know
had
any
no
names.
idea.
Yeah,
And I think
So-
like a lot of our conversation kind of pushed her away because it was like, oh, I have
Superhero
I have
and-
no idea what these guys are talking about.
yeah, exactly.
These freaking noids.
Noids.
These noids.
So, but yeah, we'll get some more guests that kind of have having a variety is kind of nice. But
Yeah, for
having,
sure.
if you listen to the other one that we have, it was a lot of people, and I think it was kind of overwhelming.
Yeah, well, it gets quiet because we only got 2 mics in the studio. And 5 people, 2 mics is it's a different another show that we're going to be coming out with pretty soon.
Yeah.
Uh,
So we'll have to kind of work on getting individual guests along the way. and-
Yeah, we got a couple good ones lined up coming up here pretty quick. And we're real excited for the future. Until then, this has been Two Dudes in a Room.
To do the room.
See you later.
See ya.